Welcome to Elementary Python for CBSE. Today we are going to discuss about binary files. Binary files, as the name suggests, data is stored in the same format as it is stored in the memory. It is basically used for processing large and complex data structures like videos, images, etc. As data is already in binary format, no translation is needed and hence processing is faster. In binary files, to maintain the data structure, objects are serialized. Serialization or pickling is the process of converting an object into a byte string when it is written to the file. Pickling converts an object to byte string in such a way that original form can be reconstructed. So this reconstruction of or conversion of a byte string into the original object structure, it is called unpickling or deserialization. Python provides the pickle module for serializing and deserializing, that is pickling or unpickling of objects. To work with binary files, we have to import the pickle module. Then we have to open the file in binary mode using the suffix b for reading RB, for writing WB or WB plus, for appending AB or AB plus, etc. Open method takes two arguments, file name and an optional file mode. Here we have to specify the file mode with the suffix as b. Then we will process the file, that is we will read or write data from the file. The pickle method provides the load and dump method for reading and writing data from the file. The dump method writes the object to the file referenced by the file object, and the load method reads data from the file referenced by the file object into the object and then close the file. Various objects like boolean, integers, floats, complex numbers, strings, lists, tuples, dictionaries, etc. they can be pickled, that means they can be converted to byte stream. The dump method writes the data to a file and load method reads the data from the file, and the load method will raise end of file error when end of file has reached. One example of creating binary file to store some data and read from it. In this example, we are writing a list using the dump method to a file stud.dat, and then we are opening it to read the content in a list and print it. This is the example. We run it, and now it has written the content into the stud.dat file, and when we read the content, it displays this. We have imported the pickle module, open the file in write mode, write binary mode, taken list and dumped it into the file referenced by the file handle. Then using the with open control statement, we are opening the file for reading. This is in read binary mode, and we have read the content into the list ln, and we are printing it. Then finally we are closing it. One more example, we are writing the record and then reading using a dictionary. First we have imported the pickle module, then we have created a empty dictionary. We have opened a file stud1.dat in write binary mode. We are taking user input for roll number, name and percentage of mark. Then we have assigned it to the dictionary. We have stored the roll number, name and percentage into the dictionary. Then we are dumping it, that means writing it into the file referenced by the file handle to stud.1, and then we are closing it. Again we have just given message that we are reading content from the file, and then we are reading it by opening the file in binary mode and then using the load method to read the content from the file into a variable rec. Then we want to display them individually. We have displayed it individually, each field of that particular record, and Finally, we are closing the file. Let us run it. It will ask us for name, roll number, etc. So I'll provide name, suppose John, and percentage of marks, suppose 45. It has created a record and written it onto the file. When we are reading from it individual element wise, so we are getting the output. Here in this program we have written a single record. Let us now see one more example where we will write multiple records. Since we were interested in multiple records, suppose that for the first time I run and add 2 records, and then I run the program again to add few more records. If we are opening it in write mode, then the previous data will get lost. This time we will open it in append mode so that our previous data will remain. We are importing the pickle module, creating an empty dictionary, opening the file stud2.dat in binary mode. Then we are using a variable to continue the loop and initialize it with yes. So if the value of this variable continue is yes, then it will continue to ask for user input, write the data. We are asking for roll number, name and percentage of marks, then assigning the value to corresponding key in the dictionary. Then we are writing the dictionary to the file referenced by file object sfw. Then we are again asking whether we want to add more records. On getting the response, if this response is 5, then it will continue to ask again, otherwise it will stop and close the file. Roll number as suppose 3, enter name, suppose John, and enter percentage as suppose 74, and add more records, this yes 4, and name as Emily, and percentage as 87, and now I say no, I don't want to continue. This program only writes the content. We'll see another program where we will read the content from the file to check whether the data that we have entered, that is appended to the previous data or not. There are 2 records, 1 and 2, with percentage of mark and name as Emily and John, and we'll see one more record. But prior to that, let us see the use of the file pointer, how we can manipulate the file pointer. So Python provides 2 methods, tell and seek, to manipulate the file pointer. Tell tells us the current position of the file pointer in byte, and seek allows us to position the file pointer at a desired location by specifying some offset value, which is 0 to indicate beginning of the file, 1 to indicate current position, and 2 to indicate end of the file. A program to see the effect of seek and tell, we are importing the pickle module, opening the stud.dat file in binary mode, which we have already created. Initially asking to tell me what is the initial position, and I am just printing this initial position, reading the content of the pickle file in a dictionary, and again asking it will read the first record from the dictionary, and then we want to know position of the file pointer after reading the first record. We are also printing the record. We are positioning the file pointer using the seek method at 100 bytes, and then we are checking whether it has moved to that particular position or not. Finally, we are positioning the file pointer moving backwards by 40, so we have given -40 here. Remember, from the beginning we can move in the forward direction only, from the end we can move in the backward direction only, that is we have to keep the position value as minus, and from the current position we can move in any direction. So again we are checking the position, and finally we are closing the file. So initially it says it is at 0, then it has printed the first record, now it is at 54. Then we have used the seek method to position it at 100 bytes, so it shows that it is at 100 bytes, and then from the current position we have moved backwards by 40 bytes, so now it is say that it is at 60. It shows the content. So let us read the content from the binary file using the tell method. So writing and reading student records using this dictionary. Here we are actually reading the content, and we know that when we read the end of file error occurs as it reaches the end. So this exception we can use it to close the file when once we have reached the end of the file. This is a simple program where we are importing the pickle module and opening the stud2.dat in binary mode. You might have remembered that we have returned the data here, and then we create an empty dictionary, and within the try block we try to get the position of the file pointer and read each record at a time, and we print the record along with the position. When this reading becomes unsuccessful, that is when it reaches the end of the file of stud.2, the UF error will be raised, and we will catch that UF error exception to close the file. Earlier we are having two records, so the output was like this. Let us run it and see that the two records that we have added, they were there or not. Yes, we are already added here. We have entered John and Emily, so there are 4 records. Let us now perform some other operations like searching and updating data in a file. To search for a record in a file, we will open the file in read binary mode. We will read the record, compare the data of the record with the given search condition, and if a match is found, then we will return the position, that is beginning of the matching record, and display it. If end of file has encountered and no record is found, then we will display no match, and then we will close the file. So let us see the example. We import the module, and from stud2.dat we will search for a given roll number. So we have opened it in read binary mode. Then we are asking for the user to input a roll number. We are initializing the match with false. If the match remains false, then we know that no matching has occurred. If there is some match, then we will set it to true. We are creating an empty dictionary. Then we are reading the file within the try block, so that if any error has occurred, that means end of file error has occurred, then it will handle the exception and check for the value of the match, so that if no match for the particular roll number is found, then it will display no match. It will record the position of the file pointer in a variable p. Using the load method, read the record and check for the roll number, whether it matches with the roll number that we have entered or not in the variable x. If a match is found, then it will display the particular record along with the position and set the match value to true. So this way, by matching all the records, it will either find a match or no match occurs and end of file occurs. In that case, it will simply display no match. So let us run the program. We have 4 records with roll number 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can give any matching roll number to see the current record, and we may run it again, give a roll number which is not there to check whether it is displaying no match or not. Yes, so it displays no match in case a roll number is not found in the file, and it displays the record in case it finds a match for the given roll number along with its file position. Let us now see another example of updating the student record. To update a record in a binary file, again we will open the file in read binary mode, and we need to update it. So we will use the RB plus mode, so that after reading we can also make the changes. Then we will get the position of the beginning of the record and read a record. We will compare the record data with the search condition. If a match is found, we will make the necessary modification and rewrite the updated data at proper position, that is from the beginning of the matching record. That means we have to move to the matching record again and repeat the process till end of file has encountered. We will match with all the records. When end of file has encountered and no record is found to match with the search condition, we will display no match. Otherwise, if there is a matching record and modification is done, we will display record updated. While working with binary files and modifying data, we should be aware that it may result in unpickling error if type of data modified does not match with the type of stored data. That means if we have stored some type of data string and we are trying to update with the float value, then it will result in unpickling error. So this is the example where we have opened the file in read binary mode along with plus symbol, which means that after reading we may perform any write operation. We are asking for a user to input the roll number. We have initialized match with the false value so that it remains false if no matching record was found. We have created an empty dictionary std where we will read the content of the record. Then we are performing the reading operation within the try block so that if any error occurs, like if it reaches the end of the file, then that can be handled using EF error exception. Initially we are reading the file pointer position in a variable p, then we are reading the content of the file in the dictionary std. We are matching the roll number from the dictionary with the input that we have provided for roll number for the match condition or search condition, and then we are updating the percentage. Whatever the percentage was, now it has to be updated to 90. So we will check the content and then we will update it. Since it has moved to the end of the record, initially it was at the beginning of the record, now it has moved to the end of the record, so we will stick to the beginning of the record. We will dump it or write it and set the match value to true. When end of file error occurs, that means when it reaches the end of the file, we will check the value of match. If it is still false, that means no matching record was found, so we will display no match. If it is not false, that means it is true, some modification has occurred so that its value has been reset, we will display record updated and close the file. We should read the content of the file before and after updating the data to see the effect of change. So for 2, a match was found, it will display record updated. When we input roll number as 4, a match will not be found. Initially it was not found when we are having 2 records only. Now it may find, because we have already added with roll number 4, it will display no match in case a roll number is not found. These are the records that we have in our file before updating. We will run it. Suppose we keep the roll number as 4, it will say record updated. This is the program for reading from the file. We will run it. We can see that the percentage has changed to 90. That's all for today in binary file. Thank you.